Hey, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel. We're back with another Upland video, and today Upland is doing something completely different and new, and they've changed some of their rules. So we'll talk about that. It's in regards to FSA properties, and we'll check in on Rio. We'll see how the Thrifty Trader Challenge is doing. We'll see how the Lazy Nodes are doing, and talk about a few other things as well. All right, we love seeing people join our videos, so thank you if you happen to like our video. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for new subscribers as well. And Rio is the newest city that's been released in Upland, which is like a virtual real estate game / investment where you can buy properties, sell them, rent them, flip them, even build on them. And it's been quite a bit of fun. I'm also a real estate investor as well. Have flips, rentals, businesses, and this is pretty much the only game I play. So not much of a gamer, but this one's really fun because it's so much related to what I do in real life as well. All right, so here is Rio, and what Rio did is last week they released, last week they released it. This week they released the collections, but last week they released this city, and you can see the neighborhoods here, and they had one other neighborhood right here. And they kept this an FSA neighborhood. And what that means is a fair start. I don't even know what the A stands for. I should know that. But anyway, basically, if you have under 100,000 UPX net worth, you can buy FSA properties. If you have more than that, or I forget if you have to have more or if you have to have jumped up to the next level, you can't buy FSA properties. But FSA properties still have restrictions. Before, you could buy as many as you wanted, but I think you could only sell 2 a week, and there's some other restrictions on them. But Upland is changing that today. So this is the new neighborhood, Meyer, which is going to be released here in about 5 minutes. And normally I do a release video. I show myself minting. They're lots of fun, but I'll zoom out here real quick. My Block Explorer, which you need to buy properties, is in JFK still. So he's still just wandering around the airport. Some people ask me, why don't you play the game? I'm like, well, I don't treasure hunt, so there's no point in him being anywhere. And he's not in Rio because this is another FSA property or neighborhood only. So only people who have that lower net worth can buy these properties. And the other thing that Upland has done, and we'll show you right here, here's the next FSA neighborhood. It'll have 5,000 properties. The release will be Friday, August 5th, today at 8 a.m. Pacific time. It's 8:56 a.m. Mountain time, so almost there. Meyer, Rio de Janeiro. And then, let's see here. They'll have low mint prices, and then they're going to have new FSA rules. That's what I want to talk about. So, there's been a lot of controversy or accusations about people having multiple accounts just to buy FSA properties for cheap because they're normally cheaper than regular properties, then sell them to their other accounts, or new players. New players are fine to buy the FSAs. I think the worry is that people are rigging the system, cheating the system by having multiple accounts. So they have these new rules, which they're hoping to try and limit that with, and players will be able to mint a total of 30 FSA properties over the lifetime of their account. So there were some players too that never got above 100,000 net worth. They'd buy an FSA property, sell it, buy one, sell it, and you should be making money and profit by doing that. But in some cases, they're not selling them for enough, or they're giving UPX away. Who knows how they're doing it? And that's against the spirit of the game and the rules of the game, and obviously would be somewhat cheating the system. So they've limited it to 30 FSA properties over the lifetime of their account. So you can't just keep giving away properties or selling them for too cheap and minting FSA properties over and over again. And then you can mint a maximum of 3 FSA properties per day. So you can't mint 72 in one day, only 3. So it'll be interesting to see how fast this mints out, and we'll go check it out here when it happens here in just a second. And they can only be minted by properties with a net worth under 100,000, and they do not apply retroactively. Therefore, any previous FSA mints do not count towards the new limit. So if you already minted 100, you can still mint 30 more, but after that 30, you're done. So we'll see if that changes things or not. And here's the area, and there's named properties. There's some streets and interesting stuff along here. So we'll see how this does. And something else we can do too, and I don't know if I want to do that or not, is once people start minting properties, they should be able to sell them if they want to. And will there be a big rush to buy properties? I guess it depends on how cheap they are, because we can kind of look. We have 2 minutes still. We're going to look at all of Rio for the floor. We're at upexland.me. The floor of Rio is $8,000 right now. So, right about there. If properties come up for sale for cheaper than that, should we buy them? I say why not. So we'll kind of see what happens here. And I think as an FSA player, you can list properties right away, but like I said, you can only sell so many per week. So we'll see here if stuff goes crazy minting right away, or if it takes a little time. And we'll hang out here for a little bit. I'll talk about the lazy nodes, some other stuff happening too, or I can talk about lazy nodes while we wait. My Rio experience has been decent so far. We've done well. I minted like 80 some properties by the airport, sold all of them, made good profits there, minted some other properties in some areas. Other areas did well there. And I've been buying some properties in smaller coastal areas as well that weren't collections that I think are very cheap. Kokata, is that one of them? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We'll see if I mess up my... Oh, there, they turned gray. So let's see if people start minting them right away, or if there's not that much action. I'm really curious to see this. So anyway, while we're talking about that, I wonder how cheap they are. 2,800. Not bad. Looks similar to what the other neighborhoods were in Rio. So now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the small neighborhoods. Yeah, so I've just been buying. Oh, there's someone buying that one. Okay. There's a purchase. There's some more purchases. All right. But there's some up here. Like I said, with a limit of 3 per day, that means each player can only mint 3 properties. There's got to be a lot less demand here. Not less demand, but less ability to buy quickly. So it'll be interesting to see this. And technically, FSA should be limited to fairly new players who aren't as experienced, don't know how the city releases work. So there should be less, frenzy there as well. But again, we'll have to see how all this goes. But there is definitely stuff selling. I don't know if anything is actually for sale yet. Let's see. No. So no, I bought some properties in Saud. I don't know how to pronounce anything in Rio. And I think it's Kokata. I forgot. I'll look it up and make sure I can do it right now. Oh, wrong button. That should be... Where am I going here? There we go. Kokota? I don't know. I should just stop talking. Anyway, prices have been... If I see anything less than 15,000, I've just pretty much been buying it. It's been my goal. And I also bought some stuff for dollars because I sold a couple properties here for dollars. It was nice to have that ability. And there's quite a few that popped up for $7 in this neighborhood, so I bought those for sure. And then we'll see how all that goes. But been buying there, and like I said, Saud is kind of cheap. I have not as many there. Actually, it's cheaper for the dollars, and UpX is 12,000. So it's actually a little cheaper there. So I have some properties there I bought before the collections were announced, way more expensive than this, and I've been buying some cheaper ones there. And I said this before in one of my other videos. Oh, look at that. I don't plan to start a node anytime soon. It's in the back of my head. We have the other 2 lazy nodes in Upland and Henry Ford. But that doesn't mean other people might not start nodes in those neighborhoods, or eventually, if nothing is done in those neighborhoods, maybe we create one later on. But those are just 2 interesting neighborhoods that are really cheap and I think have a lot of potential. So that's why I'm doing that. I don't want to fool people. There's no secret plan to start a node yet. I was thinking about it, and I talked to people in our Discord. We have our own Discord. You can join below for the lazy nodes. And a lot of people saying, yeah, let's focus on Deposit and Henry Ford still, and I agree with that. And not get too crazy adding another node, because our nodes are doing great. They're awesome, but we also are built up of a lot of medium to low range net worth players. We don't have lots of huge whales in our group. A few very experienced awesome players, but we don't have tons and tons of resources to just build like crazy like some of the other nodes. So we like to keep it lazy and easy and and not too stressful. So you can see it's getting built up, not bad. And I just wonder, I forget if there's a time limit on after you buy an FSA, if you have to wait a certain amount to sell it, because I don't see anything for sale. And I'm not all caught up on those properties. So right now there's minting, but like I said, nothing too crazy. And then we'll kind of see how, well, there's quite a bit being minted here, but nothing for sale, which makes me think there is a rule. We'll check back on that. So, all right, we'll go check back on that here in a second. I'll show you here the Kokota. If we do more here, I definitely have to learn how to pronounce it. And then I did actually buy a waterfront property too. I paid 43,000 upix for that, which I thought was a good deal until that one's cheaper. Oh, that one is too. But I just like waterfront properties in general, and that was pretty cheap. And if the node ever does really well, or becomes a node, again, that was not a secret slip, but if we ever make it a node, which I don't know for sure, or someone else makes it a node, then those could be very valuable because there's not a whole lot of small properties along the coast. There's some, but not a ton. It's not really the coast, it's the bay. So, and then, yeah, Saud, I don't know, have some properties there. Not a ton, but some there. Just if real cheap stuff pops up. All right, so that's the update on Rio and the new rules, and then we'll see how our lazy nodes are doing, because those are exciting and fun, and we can control stuff so much more on our own. You can see, I keep buying properties in Henry Ford. There's been some cheap stuff pop up, and let's see where the floor is right now, because our floor was real close to 40,000 before the Rio release, and it's kind of been slipping just a little bit because that naturally happens. And oh, look at that stuff below 29, and it's like one person who keeps listing all their properties for that cheap. So there's some deals there. There's definitely some deals to get into Henry Ford if you want to, and I'm trying to resist just buying all of them over and over again. So Henry Ford has some deals to still get into the node. Also, people love to trade in our Discord. If you want to trade into Henry Ford and Upland, let us know. We're always looking for interesting deals, myself included. And here's my factory, and this is other exciting news we've had. It's named now, the Commonwealth Sewing and Textile Mill, that isn't perfect for a factory. I don't know what is. And it's funny because I realized I never even looked at the street view on this property to see what it was when I bought it. It looks like a factory. So that was pretty cool. And I know some people have said you can get properties named. There's certain things you can do. I have no idea how that's done. And I didn't ask anyone to do that. I don't know if someone did it for me. If you did, thank you very much. But I thought that was really cool to see that. And then, yes, I have been, what are we at now? 59 days. So thank you to those who have been helping a little bit with building that factory. Eventually we'll be done, and hopefully at that point we can sell some stuff from it and do some things. We'll see. And then, our lazy node winner, I need to check on this because I haven't checked on this for a while, is on Trumbull Street right here. Let's see. They are almost done. They have, less than a day left. So that means I need to do another contest. So I'll do another contest announcement probably today. Post that. We'll get people going for the lazy node contest where we help someone build and get that drawing done. Maybe over the weekend, we'll see. So I got to get on that too. I've been apparently too lazy this week. And then finally, let's go over here and check our Neponsit lazy node. Here we have Neponsit. And let's see what prices are doing in Neponsit. Neponsit has held its price fairly well. It has not dropped much at all last I checked. Although I was on here, I think it was while I was doing a video. There's one for like 45 that I jumped on. So there's a little lower again. So we were up close to 60 there for a while still. Doing fantastic compared to where we started in the mid-20s. Henry Ford started in the below 10,000 upix, so obviously it's doing really good. And our contest winner before last was this apartment right here. It didn't quite get finished up before we did the new drawings. We try to do one every 10 days. But only 1 day left, so a lot of people have kept their spark on this. Oh, is that a new person dedicating Spark? I usually recognize everybody's name and who's on here, so that's interesting. So he should get his done, even though it took a little longer, thanks to the contest. So thank you everyone for doing that. And then, yeah, well, I'll do the contest announcement. If we get both of these done in the next day, and I haven't done the contest yet, you can always dedicate some Spark to my factory. I won't get sad if you do that. So there's some updates there. I'll do another contest announcement. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to see those. And then, yeah, we just all get together and help build. The only requirements is that you have a property in one of the lazy nodes and you have a building on it. That is it. All right, let's see if anything changed here. Oh, there is some stuff for sale. Whoa, 25,000. That seems crazy. Why is stuff so expensive? Holy cow. 26,000? That's what? I mean, we'll pick a like somewhat similar property. Oh, wait, we need to pick one that's not minted. I mean, that's maybe slightly larger. Yeah, 1,700. Why are they marking stuff up so high? That's crazy. Okay, I wonder if anybody's going to buy those. I don't know why you would. Just double check something real quick. That's not a collection, I don't believe. No. That's crazy. I can't imagine anybody's buying at those prices. And if they are, that's just silly. So I guess we'll see. That one just turned from blue to green, like people are buying those. Why would you? I don't understand that. So I guess, and I'm definitely not going to buy stuff at those prices. That's like 4 times the floor. That's weird. All right. I guess we'll keep an eye on that, see what happens here. But still, yeah, lots of unmentioned properties. And if you want to buy cheap stuff in Rio, right, there's lots of other neighborhoods with properties in the 8,000 UPX range, not 25,000 UPX range. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I've got for this video. Love to hear your thoughts, comments. Love to see the likes. Love to see the shares. Love to see new subscribers as well. I'll do a contest announcement video here soon, so make sure you pay attention to that. You have to comment on that video to be entered into the contest. I give all the rules and how to do it on that video. And then, yeah, we'll get another person winning a community build and keep working on the lazy nodes. And hopefully we'll have those other 2 properties finished up here in the next day or so. Pretty exciting stuff. All right. Love the support. We'll be back soon.